Welcome to Spotlight Gulf Coast, a weekly showcase of people and events across South Mississippi. Spotlight Gulf Coast is partnered with William Carey University and sponsored by the IP Casino Resort and Spa, the Trenchard Scholarship Fund, and the Butch Ostelet Foundation.
Hi everyone, this is Todd Trenchard, Executive Director of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi, welcoming you to another segment of Spotlight Gulf Coast right here on WXXV. Each week we're talking about what's going on all across our region, and we want to thank our sponsors for this generous opportunity. Today, of course, we've got Amanda Ray, and Amanda, you've been on here, you're hogging the show. I mean, you're like coming on every few weeks. Thank you so much for doing that.
Thank you, I love coming on.
And then Joshua Borden. Josh, have you been on the show?
This is my second time being here.
I thought you had. So you're not a rookie at this, and you know, we're going to talk a little bit today, you know, about the Chamber of Commerce. Both of y'all work there, but also y'all are going to be modeling together in Renaissance the Runway. So thank you for stepping up.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, we can't find many guys. They're like.
Had to talk him into it a little bit, but
That's right.
She asked nicely.
Well, and we haven't really had a lot from the chamber,
No.
and that's good. I appreciate Paige allowing that, and of course she'll be strutting her stuff, and
she's excited.
huh?
She's excited. She's been practicing in the chamber, so.
Lord have mercy, it's a scary thought. But yeah, really looking forward to that. And Amanda, why don't you give us a little update, because we're so much farther along. I know it feels like it almost has been seamless. I mean, it's just one thing after another. But there's so many moving parts that now the fun part comes.
Oh yeah, now the stress comes.
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event. You know, Renaissance the Runway is kind of a well-oiled machine. Every year we have a fun theme. We're really excited about our Wicked theme this year. We'll have an Elphaba and a Glinda, of course, me being one of the Glindas. So
That's right.
I don't want to spill all the secrets of the night. So we have 80 models, 20 boutiques. You know, everything's right in line and order. We've got our model mixer coming up on the 18th, I believe, at the Beau Rivage. So that's an exciting night where we'll gather with the models and their spouses and the boutiques and kind of go over the layout of the event and just the specifics, especially for some of the new models that have never done it this year. You know, we've met with the IP Casino. It's just a great event. Sold out, as I saw we announced this morning. So
Right.
it's just, it's a wonderful event, a great cause. We've got so many great community leaders that will be modeling this year. So I'm excited. It's going to be another hit.
I think that what these super events have done over time, this is our 10th year doing this. We did the Jolly for 20-something years. You start building community. People know each other, and I mean, I got to the point with the golf tournament, I could tell you every handicap of every guy that played, and I intentionally did that from the first day. Same thing, you know, with this. You get to know all the models. You get to know, you know, who might, you know, boo with the other ones, and you just get them together. But it really is a great time to get to know your community, and what a super event to be able to pair up boutiques, you know, with especially the females. Us guys, we can dress in anything. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I could dress, you know, in pink, you know, with some green shoes, and I think that I was styling. But now, Josh, how'd they talk you into it?
Oh man, it took a couple of tries, to be honest, but Amanda, she's good at it. She's a good saleswoman, so she finally got me to accept to it. And I want to say it was last time I was here on the show.
Right.
So
It was.
before
You
we
admitted
came
it.
here, it was you and Amanda. You guys cornered me when I was probably nervous about getting on the show.
You were with Melanie's, I think.
Yeah, I was with Vince and Milanese from Bay Pest Control.
That's right. And
Yeah.
they snagged him too.
They snagged both of us, so now we're looking forward to it.
I think y'all are the last two guys to be on.
Now we're the last two to sign
It
up
really
for the
has
Right.
to.
We'll have so much fun.
Well, but what people need to understand, this is something that we're doing in your off time. You still got a day job. Life doesn't stop because of a fundraiser that you're volunteering for in the community. I mean, you just got finished the Anchor Awards.
Just finished
That's
up
right.
the Anchor Awards.
Now
it
you're
was a
moving
huge
to-
success. You know, we
Right.
just finished that up. Now moving on to Renaissance, and then Savor Jackson County. We'll
Right.
have that, just a few days after. So it's always blowing and going.
Well, the chamber's where you learn how to do that.
Yep.
You learn how to spin plates, and eventually you put down the plate and you say, "That's it." I was joking with Paige the other day. Paige and I go back even before Katrina, and that's a long time now. 20 years of nonstop, just. But it is starting. She said, "Man, I'm starting to feel old." I said, "Well, you are old." I said, but it's fun when you're passionate about what you do, and y'all both are very passionate about what you do. And man, I've said this over and over again. Your skill set has never ceased to amaze me. That's why when I was like, I thought it was a joke when Joey got you to work there. I was like, really? Okay. And now you get into, you think about your career path. A lot of it has to do with who you got to work for.
Right.
What an experience. You worked for me and then for Paige.
For Paige.
And then it's
Right.
like, talk about two extremes. But it will never be known for not, being right in there and hoofing it. We both are 90 to nothing.
Exactly.
And now I know, Joshua, you're putting on your own events. We'll talk about, what is it?
Smoking the Sip.
Smoking the Sip. I
Smoking
remember
the
I was
Sip.
judged that a couple years ago. Was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
I want to say that was coming up on 2 years ago now.
I was like all upset because I drew and I got the chicken instead of the
Instead of the
pulled
ribs
pork.
or the
I was
pulled
like-
pork.
So I was like the whole time trying to sneak over and eat someone else's. Because one guy had the ribs and he was just going to town. But
Oh yeah, I was one of those rib guys too.
yeah, that was a fun event. We have so many good events, and when you can do that for a good cause, you're making a difference in the community, and then you get to meet people, like you said,
sure.
that want to have like mindsets. What's good about Renaissance, we've got so many sponsors that we can thank. We got all. It's amazing how many people they love just having their picture put up there. I was like, have you seen my picture? No. I'm the one that put it up there. Of course I've seen it. But I mean, that's really, you're going through a lot of people, a lot of boutiques, and a lot of volunteers. And again, you now got 3 weeks to go, and there's still a lot to do.
Oh yeah, changes
And-
every day.
but
you
you
just
get-
told me about a new model. You just told me about adding a new model. I'm like,
Hey,
oh.
and we probably will that
another.
night. Like,
I know.
who's this? But that's good, and we'll raise a lot of money, and more than anything, you'll build relationships, and hopefully everyone will have a great time. And I know you posted on there, and I was excited. You said much more to be revealed. I was like, what? I need to call her. So we're going to take a short commercial break. Now on the second segment, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about?
Smoking the Sip.
We can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can talk
And
about
what was the other thing we were going to talk about today?
Savor Jackson County.
Savor Jackson
Yeah.
County, and that's the old Taste of Jackson County.
Yes, indeed.
Moved to a little nicer location.
Right.
If I may be so bold, I've always liked the old place. And,
Oh, yes.
so we're going to take a short commercial break. We're talking with our friends at the Chamber of Commerce, so don't touch that remote. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Joshua Borden and Amanda Ray, and we're talking about the Chamber of Commerce, Renaissance and Runway. We're going to talk about Savor Jackson County and Smoking the Sip. And I told you, I do think like that. I said Tony Sip put his name on Smoking This, and it's Smoking the Sip. But no, it wasn't. You said you were hoping that you could get him as a judge. Of course, obviously a well-known, him and Devin Booker. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you don't get any bigger than that.
Two well-known figures and Moss Point staples for sure. So I did talk to Tony about coming to Smokin and Sip, and so we'll see if we can solidify him to come in and be one of our judges for that as well. We're looking forward to Smokin and Sip is coming up, just like Renaissance to Runway and Savor Jackson County. We're really excited about it, but it's a lot of moving parts that goes along with it too.
So everybody comes out and they make their own barbecue, like there's a competition.
Yeah, so I'll give you a little bit of brief background history of how it was. Of course, you know how me and you got to do the judging for Grill in the River City before. So, of course, that was an event put on by Moss Point Main Street Association, and it was one of Moss Point's Main Street Association's better events. So I asked simply if I could take over that event. And with that being the case, the whole purpose was to rebrand it in a way to expound on its already happening success. With Mississippi being known as such things as the Mississippi, we're on the Mississippi Blues Trail, we're the birthplace of America's music, and we're the hospitality state. How could we bring an event together to where we expounded on all of those things? And so we used Smokin the Sip, of course, me and a committee of guys and girls that are helping us with that to see how we can make this an event to where we can bring the community together for tourism, but as well do something great for Moss Point revitalization efforts. So,
I think that, that location right there has been used for, that was the original location when we shot the M&M Bank commercial after the storm.
oh yeah.
And, standing out there, behind us didn't look too good, but it still looked good.
That location right there, even probably during after Hurricane Katrina, I feel like that's probably one of the most underrated locations on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Right.
Moss Point has so much natural beauty, and so we hope to expound on that. And with that being the case, people can come to Smokin and Sip by water or by boat.
Right.
And of course, they can also come in a car as
You
well.
still got Christmas on the river there, huh?
Yeah, they still do
so-
Christmas on the river there too. Nice fireworks show and everything that goes on with
I
that.
will never forget that. We were watching, it was Carla Todd and I and Amy Brandon and I, we were on a boat and we were watching the boat parade and had these huge boats going by all dressed up. And along came Steve Renfro with Chevron in this little dinghy that looked like him in a canoe. He must not have got the memo. I mean, he was just bobbing up and down. I said, you don't see that every day. But yeah, that is really a picturesque, part of our community. And then, of course, the cooking, is always, I mean, some of the restaurants, some of them are still there, some of them aren't. I mean, I can remember, we would go down there and I think at M&M Bank, we'd eat right down the street there. I'm trying to think of the name of the restaurant. It was twice a week, every time. And when we walked in, everybody was happy because we were picking up the bill for everybody.
Was it Big R's?
No, Big R's. I knew Big R's, of course, was there, and then it moved over, off Shortcut. But no, this was just right on Main Street there, and we'd go eat. Fridays would have seafood, the buffet, and barbecue and stuff like that. And that was just an M&M Bank sort of tradition. And I think they're just opening up their new bank.
Yes, we have the ribbon cutting coming up in
Right.
2 weeks, I believe.
Yep, a lot
the
of
bank
things
finally
there.
got renovated
September
after.
17th, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep, and we'll have Moss Point Area Council there as well, so that'll be a good day.
Yeah, Billy's done a great job, and that's the city's got a lot of potential, and I'm glad to see that there's a lot of things that are happening over there now. Savor Jackson County, just to touch base on it.
Sure.
We used to do it up there at Pelican Landing when it was Taste of Jackson County.
Taste of Jackson County.
But a few years ago, was it last year?
Last year was the first year that we brought it back. So when I started on with the chamber, one of the goals that Paige wanted me to do is to bring back Taste of Jackson County, which is now called Savor Jackson County, and to kind of revamp that. It was a great event, and then throughout the years, it kind of slowly was dying down. So I believe the last time they had it before last year was 2018. So last year was the first year we had it. We had it at the old place. It'll be at the old place again this year. We've got 20 different restaurants that are signed up from all over Jackson County. Ocean Springs, Goche, Moss Point, Pascagoula,
Right.
really good restaurants. It's limited to 300 tickets, and we're almost sold out. Tickets are selling very quickly, and each restaurant will provide a small tasting and a cocktail, a signature cocktail, for each participant to go through and taste, and then we'll have a judging contest for the winners for the best dish, the best cocktail, and then the best sweet treat. So last year it was a huge success. We had a nice cigar lounge area,
Right.
Wine and everything. So we're excited for this year. It'll be a great success.
Well, you don't know your ex-boss started both Anchor Awards and Taste of Jackson County my
Really?
year when I was the chair. And I
That's
said, this
right.
place, we need some events. So we did Taste of Jackson County in M&M Bank
Really?
upstairs, and that didn't work over too well. They had people in all the offices.
Oh, goodness.
So we had to say, well, that's the last time we're going to try that experiment. And I think, of course, the Anchor Awards have stayed at Pelican Landing for a lot of years, and it's been going on for a while now.
Oh yeah.
Going on for a
'Cause
while.
that was-
Well, this is the 17th
Yeah.
year for the Anchor Awards, where we celebrate and
Yeah,
recognize
I was
small
chair, I
businesses.
think, in 2008, 9, something in there. I was smart, though. I got rid of all those things early in my career. President of Rotary, chair in the chamber, and you can move on and do other things. But I think that chamber, that's good because the businesses need that. They need to be, showcase what they do.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to Savor Jackson County. Now, when is
Smokin' and
Smokin'
Sip
Sip?
is October 3rd and 4th.
Okay, so it's right behind.
Yeah, so the 3rd is going to be that prep day where we're going to basically be having a tailgate or a pre-party.
That's cruising the coast.
The Cruising the Coast
Yeah.
starts on the 5th.
Yeah.
And so we go
gonna
from
be
Savor
slam
Jackson
packed.
County, you go to Smokin' and Sip, and right into Cruising the Coast.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a crowded week on the Gulf Coast, but we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to talk a lot more. I want to talk about Savor Jackson County because being at a new location and stuff, I think that certainly we have a lot of great restaurants, and I want to talk about that. So y'all don't touch your remote. We're talking about the Chamber of Commerce. We're talking about Renaissance Runway. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We're talking with Amanda Ray and Josh Borden. We're talking about the Chamber of Commerce and Renaissance Runway. And let's swing back to Renaissance Runway. Where are you modeling? I guess that's what they call it.
Where am I getting my clothes?
Yeah.
So I'm getting my clothes from Mimi Rinky Boutique
It
in
sounds-
Ocean
Ocean
Springs. It does sound
It is
fancy.
Where is that?
It's in Ocean Springs, right on Washington Avenue. A lot of people don't realize, I think, that they do have men's clothing. It's a very nice gift store right in downtown Ocean Springs. And in the back, she has all these wonderful men's clothing and just kind of accessories, things like that. It's a great store if you're ever
Yeah, I
looking
saw
for.
some of the guys that were being, oh, it's good.
It's a great store.
Poor Farrell was getting lined up with all those men.
I know,
guess,
because we didn't have any
except for me.
options.
But that's, where'd you say it was now?
So it's right on Washington in Ocean Springs.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's a blessing that we have that. Now, you got any surprises for us? You gonna have?
I don't know if I'm
Gotta
going to be
wear like a
surprised.
little top hat with a cane.
I'm going to
I
be
think-
surprised just as much as you're surprised.
I know. I think him and Vincent, I'm trying to figure out, I'm pairing everybody up right now. I'm like, you and
You
Vincent
gotta
would
have
be
little,
great.
little accessories.
What do you think I should wear? What do you think I should be modeling?
I wore a pink tuxedo last year to and it was a hit. I enjoyed it. Tennis shoes, always something a little off flair, something that you're not going to wear normally. And but I think that the boutiques put their best foot forward, and they
For
want
sure.
to showcase the items that they have. Now, of course, Amanda, you'll be wearing.
It's a surprise.
Oh, it's a
a
surprise.
surprise.
It's a
It's a
Glinda,
surprise.
the
It's a
Glinda
Glinda
store.
surprise. Yes.
the Glenda store, and I hope you got a little crown.
Oh, I do have a little crown. Most likely
Queen
I'll be
Amanda.
wearing Deja Vu. Lyndall's great. You know, she always supports the event and helps us, which is a busy time for her, of course, homecoming season. And then with So Strong
So
being
right
just
behind it.
right behind it. And she clothes a lot of ladies for that event. So
That's
she's-
usually the week before.
It's usually the week before, but it's
Yeah,
back to back this year. So
Right, and like I said, it's Ole Miss LSU, and that's what I'm honed in on that day. And but yeah, it's a busy time of year, but I think it's it's a good time before the holidays start,
Right.
and the weather is starting to clear out. I mean, last year for Renaissance and Runway, I remember. We were lucky not to get hit by a hurricane.
I know,
And that
it's
same hurricane
always-
is what hit so badly up there in Georgia and all that area up there. But that's fairly rare that late in the season that you'd get something like that. But knock on wood, that'll continue. Now, the next week you said is the
Smoking the Sip.
Smoking the Sip,
Smoking the Sip.
and I think that's why they do like Cruising the Coast and Peter Anderson. They
Right.
probably got out the almanac and said it never rains this month.
It's a good. It looks like it's going to be good weather, and plus, like you say, it's not too hot. I think from looking at it now, we'll be somewhere hovering around the 80s, the
That'd
low
be
80s.
the same week. That'd be a
nice.
lot of festivals that week.
Oh,
That's
for sure.
probably
Festival
what's the one in Pascagoula?
You have Zonta
Zonta.
is that
Zonta.
week as well. Yeah, so Zonta is that morning. Smoking the Sip will start at 10 o'clock and we'll go on until 8 o'clock. And so you can start the day at Zonta if you feel like doing that, and then you come on over and eat barbecue with us, listen to live music, and hang out with all the barbecue guys around.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
girls.
Who were the MCs again for the event?
Yeah,
That
so-
was exciting.
Yeah, so it's exciting that we have Brad and Brooke Orson from the Shed.
Right.
They hold the title. I want to say that they have won more championships in the past 48 years than any other team in the country has. So they have a really big name in the barbecue community. So we're bringing them on out to Moss Point on the riverfront, and they'll be giving us some live entertainment out there on the stage before the music and all the good food is going on out there.
Well, I have to make it to that. They actually, mother and dad live across the street from me in Ocean
Nice.
Springs.
Yeah, so you gotta come support the neighbors.
Before they traded me for a draft pick over here. And then Savor, Jackson County.
Savor Jackson County,
It's gonna be-
October 2nd. So start at Savor Jackson County, October 2nd. Smoking the Sip, go have some barbecue. You've got
Yes,
that
indeed.
2-day event, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have that Friday with the tailgate, the pre-party, and we have the regular barbecue competition itself starting out on that early morning on the 4th. Then you go straight into Cruising the Coast.
I know.
Right.
A lot of money spending going on the Gulf
Right.
Coast that weekend.
Right. Are tickets still available for?
Tickets are just now going on sale, so you can go get those tickets. Of course, you can follow the Smoke and Sip page on Facebook, and on that top post on there that's pinned to the top, that link for ticket sales just started now. So you can go get those tickets. They're only $25, and $25 you get the music, you get all you can eat barbecue, and you get to have some good times. We're gonna have games out there. We're gonna have live DJs and bands all night. So it's
Right.
a lot to look forward to.
I know that people say you can have too many events, and yet we keep selling out every event.
Right.
So I'm not getting it.
I don't get it either.
It's like must be an excuse not to put on an event. It's, I mean, I can throw a dart at a board and that weekend, and we're going to sell out that event.
Oh, yeah.
May take a little bit of innovation,
And
but
I can guarantee it's going to be people that go to each individual event as well. I know I'll probably be at all the events.
know.
yeah.
And so
Me too.
it's
I
never
think
too
that's
much.
sort of neat that when you work for something like the chamber, you get to see so many different causes, you get to meet so many different businesses,
For sure.
and
Just help
because
so
it
many
really
people,
never
you know?
stops. It never stops. I know Adele very well over here, and I've talked with her, and she said it's just unbelievable. It's just
And with that being the case, also talking about the chamber and networking opportunities and things like that, Smokin and Sip would have never been possible, like you said, with Renaissance to Runway and Savor Jackson County if it wasn't for our sponsors. The community came and supported that very fast, and we always want to thank those. We have tons of sponsors for it, but Ingalls Shipbuilding is our #1 sponsor for that event. So we definitely want to thank all of our sponsors, but especially Ingalls for their contribution to this event for sure.
Yep, it's, Butch asked me today, he said, who is leading Jackson County? And I said, Chevron Ingalls.
Single-handed.
I said, and that's pretty good.
Chevron, Ingalls, Mississippi Power, the big three.
Yeah, it always has been that way. And yeah, I hung with them for a few years. I said, guys, we're going broke. I was like, we'll take the next tier down. But yeah, that, it is good that they step forward, and they have a lot of employees that enjoy these events. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on. More information, I guess they get in touch with you all the way up to like the 5 minutes before it starts.
Oh yes, 5 minutes before the show. Rehearsal,
all you got to know
everything.
for any event is yes is the answer.
Yes is the answer. Give
You
us a
worry
call.
you worry about everything later. Yes is the answer.
Deep breaths, lots of deep breaths.
Yes is best.
That's right.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all coming on.
Thank you for
Thanks.
having us.
We appreciate everybody's support of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi. And until next time, this is Todd Trenchard and Amanda Ray saying so long and may God bless.